Welcome to another Sonic figure review, but this time we are now looking at the Werehog, which is one of the new releases for the 4-inch line. Yes, I've just found my old one. We'll do it in the comparison stage. Unfortunately, he's lost an ear, so this is my original Werehog. Yes, not with that old one, in with the new one. Anyway, first and always, take a look at the packaging. It's got exclusive Sonic the Hedgehog, Werehog, Jack Specifics, and it's got 13 bits of articulation on the Werehog. And there's the other products. I was tempted to get another Metal Sonic, but I was good and stepped down. Yes, and of course I got it from Smyths on Tuesday. There he is, there is the Werehog. Without further ado, I'll get this bad boy opened up and have a look at him. Right, without further ado, let's unbox him. Let's unbox this Werehog, shall we? Let's unbox this boy. Let's unbox him. Please put a like if you really love. Please put a like or put a comment which version of Sonic Unleashed you like the most. Do you like the PS2 version, do you like the PS2 and the Wii version, or do you like the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 versions? As for me, I played both versions. I've played both versions of the game. I played both versions. And I actually prefer the PS3 and Xbox 360 version of the game. You get two exclusive levels. You get two exclusive levels, which you don't get on the Wii and PS2 versions. Oh god, oh my god. I've got to try and get this cut off. Got to try and get the cut off this Hedgehog. Pardon me a minute, I'm trying to get this cut off this Hedgehog. If we can get him out, that should be able to slip. That should be able to get. Let's get him out. Power by night. The speed of light and day. Oh god, this figure is hard to get out. God, there's some of the spikes. Right, there was one on his head. Hang on, let me get the one out of his head. There we are. You know what we do with this? There we are. Now, oh god, now I've got to zoom in. He is small. He is small. Let me position the Werehog. And then you will get a nice good show at him. There he is. There's the Werehog. It's actually one of the best. This is actually one of the best 4-inch figures I've ever seen, because A, it can stand up, which is awesome. Because it can stand up on its own. Yeah, it's got one articulation in the arm, one in the elbow, and one in the hand, and it's got a swivel on the arm, on both arms. Well, this is Sonic's nighttime mode. And his head articulate. I think his head's on a ball joint. Yes. His left arm's the same. His leg is the same, but he's got more articulation than the Jazzware counterparts, which I do have. Should I say which I do own? Which I think this is more colour accurate to the Werehog for his night form. The only difference between the old one and the new one, but the quills on the old one does have articulation. His spikes, right. Now we're going to compare them. We're going to compare them with some other Sonic figures. As this is a Sonic themed, there's another version of Metal Sonic I want to compare with this Werehog. At some point, right. First comparison will be happening. First comparison, I shall bring in Metal Sonic, the 4-inch version of Metal Sonic. There is Metal Sonic and the Werehog. I will put a card in for Metal Sonic so you can watch the re-uploaded review of Metal Sonic review I did. Then I'll move on to the next character. There's a cool comparison. The Neo Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic's second form, which I adore. Who would win against these two foes? Challenging, eh? But I totally love this figure. I love Neo Metal Sonic. He's one of my favourites. Anyway, on to the next figure to compare. There he is. Oh my god, he's just fallen over. Oh, for goodness sake, Hedgehog. You hold on to the Werehog. He is a very hard one to balance. There we are. Oh my god, now they're both fallen over. That's going into the bloopers. There we are. There we are. There's both of them. I know he's got the wrong shoes on, but that's the only version of Sonic I've got in the 4-inch scale. I've got one more comparison to do. Its original counterparts. Right, don't discriminate me or do not argue with me in the comments, please. Because this is the 5-inch version. This is the big version of the Werehog. And please don't say I broke his ear. Don't say I pulled his ear off, because his ear broke. During storage, I was misplacing it and his ear broke. So I don't know where it is. I would say the one on the right is actually more screen accurate. It's actually more screen accurate to the game, rather than the one on the left. Now then, next thing, I'll go over my overall, and I'll quickly talk about a little bit about Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Right, what do you all think of the Werehog? I know there's fans of the Werehog, but if you want the Werehog on Sonic Racing Crossworlds, you pre-order any edition of the game. It could either be the base game or the deluxe editions. That will be, the Werehog will be available if you pre-order it. Less than a month. That's all. Now, the overall look. He's awesome. I love this figure. I can't wait for October so I can get Jet the Hawk, the Sonic Riders version in this scale. And I can't wait for it. And then I can compare it with my 3.5-inch version, which is the Free Riders version. Hope I try and find his goggles. Anyway, this is not about Jet. This is about the Werehog. Not Jet. Anyway, if you want this figure, this is a brand new figure from Jackson Effects. If you want this figure, you can get it on... Be careful where you buy it from. I would recommend going to Smyths and getting it, because that's where I bought mine from. And of course I bought Metal Sonic on Amazon, Sonic in B&M, and Neo Metal Sonic in The Entertainer. Well, if you want this figure, be my guest. If you want to pay with stupid prices, you can do. But anyway, I shall get this edited and uploaded. That'll be the 4th video I've done today. I'll see you on the other side.